Morning, everybody. Afternoon, where I am. How you all doing? It's been a crazy day on crypto today, hey? So I am here to do some TA, see where we're at, and see where I want to go from here. Just give me a couple of seconds, though. I need to set up this music. It's not playing, and I need to get all of my stuff up and organized. Then we can get started. Just bear with me, guys. But what what a turn of events, hey? All right, so we play some chill music. Let's go. There we go. That's a bit too chill. Some lo-fi going. Nope, I need a bit more energy today. That'll do. That'll do. All right. What a freaking day, guys. We had some what was it that came out overnight? Some of the what was it? Let me have a look. What was it? Some information came out about interest rates, I think it was. Oh man. This past 7 days, my TA has been pretty good. Pretty damn good. But my execution has been piss poor. There were trades that I had planned and anticipated that I didn't put on, and they were absolute banger trades. And then there were other trades that were banger trades that I was in, and I pressed the wrong button and I sold. Ugh. There were trades that I was in that I shouldn't have been in, especially overnight last night. I was in a Bitcoin short. It was looking very good, and then the interest rate information came through while I was asleep, and obviously it's pumped the price, breaking new highs, which is really exciting. I really should have taken those trades off overnight. All in all, there was 2 losing trades that I was in, and look, they were pretty good trades comparatively. They were pretty good trades. I still would probably, if I went back in time, I'd still probably put those trades in again, honestly. But it was the execution of them that I need to improve. So the trades that I should have made that I didn't, and the trades that I made that I should have got out of, would have actually been a positive week for me. I would have definitely had a positive week. But here we are now, and we've seen some big movements overnight. What have we seen? Let's have a look. Let me share my screen. All right. So we're looking at the DXY here, and you can see here we've had our interest rate information come in overnight, and we've pushed us way back down into this new. What is this? This is to be a new demand zone. We've been waiting so long for us to reach this demand zone. What does this tell us? Well, from here, there isn't really too much holding us back from reaching a lower demand zone. Now, as we know with the DXY, price goes down in the DXY, and it means Bitcoin prices go up. Bitcoin prices increase as the DXY goes down. So for all of us traders, we want this to continue going down. But keep in mind, guys, always keep in mind retracements have to happen. We need to test higher prices to get lower prices. So while I do think this is a very nice area to finally be in, to me, it's also probably an area that looks like we should see a bounce. Why do I say that? Well, actually, let's confirm by putting a fib. A fib will tell us from the bottom to the top. Whoops. Let me get all my mouse and my positioning right. So if we take a fib from the bottom of where we were to the top, we can see where we are now. Get rid of that fib there. Go away. Go away. Okay. Taking a fib from the bottom to the top. No, wait a minute. Probably from the top to the bottom, hey. No, we want bottom to top, because we're looking at areas where we're likely to see some sort of retracement. Where we are now is in the 50% zone. You can see here I've got a 60 to 70% zone already created. So these are the 2 areas here where I could see a potential bounce and retrace of higher prices. If we don't bounce here, which would be great, then perhaps we're going to be bouncing down here, which will mean Bitcoin prices go up before they retrace back down. That would be ideal. But I would expect us to, at least, for me, I think we're going to come deeper into this zone here. I think we're going to come deeper. I think we're going to retest a higher price. We haven't had a huge reaction off this price yet. So we could be seeing cheaper, less prices than DXY. So increased prices on Bitcoin, on ETH, potentially before this will bounce at some point in this box and retest a higher price, meaning that Bitcoin prices will come down and retest a lower price. What we can see, so that was my planned trade there, which would have been lovely if it had happened, but we've broken free of this trade. One of the things I liked about this particular trade that I put on was that if I was wrong, if Bitcoin came out and took my stops, it would mean one thing. It would mean the Bitcoin price is going higher. And it is. There is nothing here that I can see of particular interest other than this breaker block up here. There's no structure that I can see that's going to hold us here. I think we're going to go higher. And I'd like to see it come and retest this high up here. That'd be great. I think that's what we might see. I think it could come all the way to 21,000 before we get a test of a lower price. Maybe it will come to 20,000. These are the areas that I'm going to be looking at. I'm not putting these trades on yet. I'm going to be watching these areas here to potentially put trades on. And you can see here, I can get a 3-to-1 and a 3.5-to-1. So they're going to fit the rules. They're going to be really top of the structures, but I'm not going to put them on. I want to wait and see. So for anyone thinking, should they go long? I don't think you should be going long at this stage. Why? Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let me just clean up my chart first. That idea did not work, as it happens. All right. Should we be going long? Well, this structure looks like it's changed to me. This was the peak before, but now I can easily say that the peak might be up here. And if that's the case, let's take a ruler. Let's figure out where our discounted prices are at now. We're sitting just above what I think could be a new discount line. And I'm just going to draw another ruler down here so we can get a bit more detail. Pop out a line there. And guys, if you're doing your charts and you're not doing this every time you're charting, well, you don't do it every time, but if you're looking at a chart and you haven't done this, this is the first step. Drawing a discount line. Oh man, that music is awful. This is what you should be doing. Figuring out where your premium prices are and figuring out where your discount prices are. Our number one rule in Onyx, using the Onyx method, which is the supply and demand method that I use and the rest of my team uses, is we short at premium prices and we take longs at discounted prices. We don't diddle daddle around in the middle because we want discounts. All right, so if this is the top of the structure, then this is my new discount line. If that is true. And if that is true, you could take a long, if the price does retrace down here for a retest, maybe that's valid. For me, I'll be waiting for the price to go up. And I think we could see the price at least come and test up here. That's what I'm seeing based on the DXY. Let me bring my DXY up to the front. That's what I'm seeing. I think we're going to go deeper into the DXY, and I think we're going to retest, well, at least have some sort of a test or a bounce of this lower level in this demand zone. I think we're going to come up, and I think we might retest a little bit higher. There are two potential places to retest. One will be here, and one will be this zone above. So what I'm thinking here, price might come up to this area here and then drop to retest these lower prices. If price comes up above here, well, there's two zones above there. I'm going to take it. Both of those zones are valid premium prices. And I'm pretty sure we'll see Bitcoin come and test a lower price before a bullish trend upwards, if that's the way it's going to go. So for me, yeah, I'll be looking for this. All right, let's take a look at ETH. I've already done my recharting on ETH last night. Since we've broken through this structure here, we have a whole new structure. In fact, the previous structure on ETH is pretty much valid now. We're still in this big wider structure. We're at the 50% line. There is still time, I think, there is still time if ETH does retrace to take a long potentially on ETH. Because it seems like we're still in this bigger structure here. In fact, let's take this all into account. Let's just make sure that I'm seeing the whole picture here. So what we'll do is we will take a ruler from the top of the structure to the bottom. I don't think I got the bottom quite right there. All the way to the bottom. All right. And yeah, when a coin comes and does a breakout, come and redo your calculations. Get a good map of exactly where you are right now in terms of discounts and premium prices. Seriously, guys, this will change. If you're not doing this, this will change your results substantially. When we're trying to go with the flow, when we're trying to figure out which direction we want to go in, this is the number one tool. You don't need to use 3 lines like I do. I just find it gives me a better overall picture. All right. So looking at this new, like I was considering in this past couple of weeks, I was considering this to be the structure. But looking at this overall bigger picture now, we can see we've just come up the midline. We have a fair way up to go. It would be great if we could catch ETH at a discounted price. So if we start to see ETH retrace in here, we could pick it up potentially. Look, maybe from there, maybe it's not quite of a discount that I would like at this zone here. But definitely from this zone here. Now, from where we are now, from where we started, we should be looking for a 60, well, anywhere from a 50 to 70. I like my 60 to 70% retracement. So pick up our fib tool from the bottom of this run to where we are now, or we were, to its peak. A 60% retracement brings us here. This zone here is only a 30% retracement to a 40% retracement. Not enough discount there for me to be interested. This is a 50 to 60%. That seems like a good area to me. 70% would be lovely, 70 to 80%, but I don't think we'd make it down that far. I don't even know if we'd make it to 60%, but anything is possible. We could easily see prices come down into here and then go higher. I think that's pretty valid, to be honest. So those are the 2 ETH ideas that I'm thinking for Bitcoin. Similar thing. We can still get a discounted price from the bottom of its run to the top. 60 to 70% retracement. Anywhere in this zone. And look, we've had a massive, huge, big imbalance right here. Huge imbalance there. What do we know about imbalances? Well, the price does like to come back to these imbalances. That I would consider. Well, why aren't you straight? Come on, straighten up. All right. So that's the area there that I'd be looking at for Bitcoin to take a long. Let's get rid of my previous trade there. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of that? Hey, do you have any coins you want me to look at while we're here? I'm going to do a brief run through of the major ones and see where we're at. So we need to understand what happened overnight. This is really great news for Bitcoin though, because we've had a higher high, higher low, higher high. I'm expecting a higher low to come in, and that's looking very, very nice. I don't know about the long-term bullishness of Bitcoin, but short-term, I'm hoping to test these higher prices, and I'd like to take it up there if I can. If I can get a nice retracement here, down to the 60%, yeah, I'm interested in that. What would my trade look like? If I'm wrong, probably to there. Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I can get a 3-to-1 here, which is great because the price is, if it retraces, price is going to come up to here. It's going to rally there for a little bit, but then fully expecting price to come up and retest this mark, and not most definitely, but hopefully up here, creating new highs. That would be lovely. That would be ideal. For now, take profit 1 would be here. Yeah, the 3-to-1. Take profit 2 would be up here for a lovely 6-to-1. If we can get that 60% retracement, which I hope that I can get. And for ETH, it's a bit different. You've had peak over here, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, even high. And as I suggested before, I mean, if you've been watching my streams, we've been calling out. Well, I've been calling out, but not necessarily listening to my own call outs. I should be listening to myself more and making better decisions. We had even highs there, and even highs created liquidity right there. And as I always say, guys, liquidity is going to get taken, and it got taken. Look at that. If you're wondering why even highs create liquidity, because price comes up, even high is right here. A whole bunch of us, all of us traders go, you know what? I'm going short here. We put our stops there. Price goes down. Price doesn't go down enough for us to take our trades off the market. Some of us do. Others are waiting for us to hit this bottom. But price rebounds, comes up here, and you know what? Smart money just takes those stops. Perfect setup for them. Perfect setup for them. So, you know, I knew that would happen, and I knew that my trade was at risk being here, being even highs there, but didn't listen to myself. Doesn't matter. New trades happen all the time. So we've broken free. We've got a new higher high. We can expect a retracement down, and I am hoping for a higher high to come up here. I'm hoping that we can break free on ETH of the 1647 line coming up, and I'm hoping to take it all the way up there. If we can break free of there, well, we might retest these higher prices up here. That'll be great. That'll be lovely. After that, who knows? Who knows? All right, so that's Bitcoin. That's ETH. Some of the other coins that I've been looking at lately. Let's take a look. Gala. I was short on a lot of things, but I'm no longer short. I don't really want to be taking shorts right now. Even though short-term wise, likely the Bitcoin will retrace, it'd be better for me then to be looking at places that I could take longs once a retracement happens. Gala is not one of those. Gala is sitting in premium prices right now. I'd only be up for shorts, and I don't want to take a short, so I'm going to leave Gala for now. Ape. I was in an Ape short, but because I'm now a bit bullish, I got out of it. What have we seen? We've seen higher high, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low. We've seen right here. Okay, this is the classic setup. We saw this over on ETH just a few minutes ago. We've got even highs right here. What does this mean? I think we could be able to take them out. A whole bunch of stops are right there. All right. So one thing we could do on Ape, take a fib, Look for this area in the 60% retracement, which is right here. It's in. Just listen to the music. It's pretty cool. All right, we could be looking for a long right here. It's in discounted prices. Come on, what's going on there? How long is this bloody... How big is this trade? That's ridiculous. Come on. Let's try that again. This time can I have a trade box not so big? There we go. Alright, so take this down to there. Up into that zone there. I need a 3-to-1. We're getting 3.6, so that is valid to me. That is definitely something that could happen. What if the price comes down lower? Can I get a better... Yeah, I could give this a bit more room. Give it as much room as possible, just in case the price does come down further. Yeah, something like that's quite nice. Gives me a bit of room if the price wants to come and retest this area here. Because I do think even if we come down here and we break this, we're going to get... So, hold on, we got higher high, came down here. Higher low, lower high, and then we got higher low. This is an even high. This could easily come up and break this, but even if it doesn't, we've still got lower low. If the price comes down, pick up my trade, and we go higher high. Yep, that's pretty solid to me. I think I might leave it like that. Would I take that trade? Probably. I'll think about it, and I'll probably take that a bit later. AVAX looking a lot better. You've got some proper structure formed. I didn't get my long picked up, unfortunately, for AVAX. If this structure is what I think it is, and this structure has continued, we are definitely still in discounted prices, below the 50% mark, which would be about there. Yeah, that's looking cool to me. Would have been great to get my long in, but I don't think I got it. Well, I definitely didn't get it because I'm not in it. This is a very, very big jump up here. So this is a lovely move up with a big imbalance. There's a good chance the price will want to retest that imbalance. I don't want to go short here because I am feeling quite bullish. I am going to wait for the price to come down. There are two places we could retest this. But looking from the bottom to the top, 70% retracement is around about here. I do think this area here is where I would take a long. Which I'll set up right now. Taking a long at 12.585. And you can get a nice, ooh, that's a nice 4, nearly a 5-to-1. Yes, I like that. Will the price retrace? I don't know. It might not. It's a long way to go down to hit that, but it could. It could. And I don't want to be taking a trade otherwise, because the only other place that I can see that it's going to try and retest to be this breaker block right here. But I don't think I can get a trade that I like there. Oh yeah, you can. But it's not as discounted. Not as discounted. However, if we are to say that this structure is continuing, and it has been continuing since June, if this structure down here is part of this structure up here, well, that changes everything. because it means historically this is the middle. Yeah. Each to their own. Okay, Solana. In all of the drama that's been going on, Solana hasn't really changed. I was short on Solana from this point on. You could still do that trade. I don't like to be in a short when I'm in a long, or vice versa. So I'm probably just going to leave Solana for the moment while I try and figure out what the rest of the market is doing. Unify. I wish that I was in this trade. This was beautiful. This is one of the ones I was talking about. Really great TA. Just poor execution because I was in there. What actually happened was I took this trade and I accidentally doubled down. So I was doubling my risk by a complete accident. I must have executed the trade twice. Anyway, took my trade and I got halfway up and I realized my risk was way too high. Tried to take half my risk and I don't know, something happened on the interface. It sold my entire trade at a profit, but could have been so much more. Could have been so much more. For Unify, yeah, look, I'm going to keep this. I am bullish on this. I wish I was in this trade still. I'd still be in it. I'd still be waiting for it to reach that top. Chile, I didn't get this trade picked up because I came into it too late. Had I have seen this price structure, I definitely would have been in this trade and things would have been looking lovely. But I missed it. So could you take another long on Chile's? I think it was beneficial. Honestly, I think it's a good idea. If I take my fib from bottom of this run to the top, and I try and find the 60 to 70% retracement, we've got a really good area just above this area here. So you can see here, price has come up and rallied, and then a big move up, leaving a big imbalance right here. It's a nice area. It's a nice area. Let's have a look at the higher time frame. Always check your higher time frames, guys. Something I should be doing more often. I haven't been doing that well lately, to be honest. I like this one because I can incorporate this one here as well, which had a nice push up. Even this one here, but this imbalance here was mitigated by this thing here. So this structure was the original order block that the move came from, leaving this demand down here. And you can see actually on the chart right now that this order block was tapped into once, boom. Could we see it again? It'd be lovely. If I could get a trade here, that'd be great. But we might not get that far. It's just, for me, every time I put a trade on there where the order blocks are so close together, I find when the order blocks are close together, usually the price continues to go into the deeper order block. And if that's the case, I may as well just take my long from here. I think there's a reasonably high likelihood that we could see a retest. And look, I can get a 3.5 to 1 just up to this zone right here. And likely we're going to want to take this to the top. I like this. That's definitely a trade I'm interested in. I'm going to leave it there and just watch this price because the price may not come back down. The price may just continue to rise and I might be looking at a new area to get in. But I am looking for that retracement. I want that retracement. Litecoin. We've had even highs from here to here that just look like they've been taken out. I'm not interested in shorts again right now. Taking my shorts off the table. Not sure what my shorts are doing on the table. Taking them off. Alright. Litecoin would have to do a fairly big retracement for me to even be interested. So I'm going to leave that one for now. Atom. I could be in a short now for Atom, but I took my shorts off the table. There's nothing much there I'd like to actually get in on. I mean, it's a great spot for a short right at the top of a chart for sure, but not when everything else is looking kind of bullish. So I'll skip that for now. XRP. Still looking like there's some opportunity here for XRP. Okay, so what do we have? We had price come up, price rally, price come down. What can we think will happen? Well, I think we're going to retrace. I wish I had kept that trade. Oh, God, it was lovely. I think this trade here is still valid. I think it is. I don't think the price is going to be able to come down and pick that up. And if that's the case, if we're struggling to get down far enough, we've already hit this zone here. If you look carefully, we've had an order block created. Bullish order block. Came up from here. This is on the 8-hour chart too. Including 2 candles in here, because this is a bit of a doji. You can include the entire range if you want to, and I've done that here. And the price has actually come in, retested this, and bounced up. So there's been a decent reaction of this. I actually think that the price is going to come down and retest down here, potentially even down here, because this is the order block down here that we had the break from. Price broke free of the previous structure from there. And it was tested once with a good reaction. I think we could see another good reaction coming from it. So I'd like to take a long from here, if possible. Maybe it's not possible. Alright, XRP is moving to the top because I'd like that. ADA. Taking my shorts away. Don't need those for now. If ADA does retrace, which I'm hoping it will, these are the areas that I'd already marked where I'd like to take a long. And I'd wait and see. I wouldn't put these on because that'd be like trying to catch a falling knife when it does come through, but it will react off one of these 2 places, and I'll be watching. If I see the reaction, I'll put my trade on. Ape. I wanted to take a short on this, but I am not taking a short anymore, of course. Where is it going to retrace from? Or retrace to? There's a good spot right here at the 70% retracement level, or a big spot right here at the 60. That might be a decent trade, and you can put a fairly big trade on here. You could go wide. You could do that for a really nice, easy trade. And once you have that, you could easily take smaller trades. But this is reasonable because it's likely to come down this far and pick you up, and you've got enough room in there for error. Something to consider. Dodge, I don't really want to do. I think that's all I'm going to look at today. Now let's have a look at BNB. They're all looking very similar right now. They all have a long way to go up, which is great for profits. So, good opportunity to pick up a few good trades here, hey? Very good opportunities. Alright guys, that's it for me. And I hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you've got a good idea of what you want to do. And I wish you guys some happy trades tonight and tomorrow. I'll see you next time I'm on. And have a great day.